Hi, and welcome to Coach's Corner. Hope you had a good spring break. The Ponca City baseball team had a little bit of time off before they were in tournament action this weekend. We've got Coach Burris with us. And Coach, I guess kind of update us on where we're at. We've played some games this year, the record, and about this weekend at your tournament.
We are 4-4 currently on the year. We have beaten Bartlesville, Emma Memorial, Durant, and then Chisholm so far this year. And then fortunately suffered two losses to Stillwater in district play, and then as well as trying to remember Bishop Kelly. And I can't really remember the other one.
Your district's just murderer's row, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, it is every year. That's kind of one of the things about Class 6A, and that's one of the things that we figured out about the East is it doesn't matter where we're at or what we're doing. Everything's always tough. I mean, our district's tough. The other side is tough. I mean, it's one of the things about being in the East.
And that was very evident last year when you made the state tournament. A lot of teams from our district made the state tournament. You know that even if you don't win the district, you're still going to be prepared to go into the playoffs too.
Yep, and that's one of the things that last year taught us. You know, we're really trying to tell the kids that, you know, right now wins are important, but our thing is we've got a lot of seniors that are playing on this year's team. I mean, we replaced a lot, lost a lot of seniors last year, replaced a lot of kids. You know, only really have two main kids coming back that played a lot in the field, one that pitched for us on the mound some. So, I mean, 3 out of the 18 we carried last year are back, and everybody else is kind of new. So our big thing right now is it doesn't really matter right now per se. We're more concerned about how we play towards the end. That's whenever we want to be rolling going into the playoffs.
Coach, as you look at your team, it looks like you're really trying to develop a pitching staff right now and kind of identify those guys for later this season too.
Yeah, we got a lot of arms. That's one thing about us. We've so far this year, I think we've run out about 10 to 12 kids on the mound so far, just an inning or two here and there. It's really just trying to find, you know, who's going to be those guys that are going to be our top two. You know, we've got a couple that are right there vying for it, and it's just something that as the season goes along, it'll play itself out. And our hope is, like I said earlier, by the time we get to playoffs, hopefully we have those guys locked down as far as where they're supposed to be at.
And people need to realize too, I mean, with Kurtz and Blake and Wes O'Neill, you probably had as good a 1-2-3 punch at the front of the lineup. O'Neill's back, but you've got to replace a couple of guys that were always on base there.
Yeah, and you know we've changed up our lineup a little bit. We're right now we're very happy. The one thing we've got to figure out is how we're going to get the entire lineup at one point in time going together. You know, we've moved West to the leadoff spot. Keller Elwood came back out this past summer, and he's been a big help for us. He's currently hitting over 400 in the early parts of the season. And then we moved Brian Wicker to the 3-hole, and he's been kind of like he's always been.
Mm-hmm. Right. But as far as some of those other players that saw some action maybe last year or JV, who are some of the guys that you need to step up?
Oh, we've just, you know, with this group, it's kind of just getting experience of that Class 6A. You know, today we're playing Edmond North, and Edmond North is going to be similar to an Edmond Memorial team that we beat early on this year. And, you know, every team's fairly comparable. The only difference is a lot of these teams are going to be trotting out kids that are, you know, throwing upper 80s, and we're going to be countering with kids that are going to mix it up and throw strikes here and there. And, you know, we've got, like I said, we've got a lot of seniors. We've got Chase Beness, who's back, that pitched for us some last year. He's DHing for us as well. Gage Barrick, who was a big part of the JV last year. He's up, batting in the 4-hole, playing third, and will be on the mound for us tonight. You know, we got Caleb Eister that's there. And then we've got some young kids that are playing right now as well and getting valuable experience throughout this year. So
You can talk about the differences between a junior varsity and a varsity, but until they get out there and actually are in a game, nobody can explain that to them.
no, it's a different level. And they'll run across our JV even this year. They'll run across some teams that are really talented, but for the most part, once you get up to the varsity level, you're going to see a little bit faster, a little bit more off-speed stuff, and a little bit more of working in and out, up and down. And so it's just constant adjustment. And so far, handled it well. We just got to continue to evolve. So.
Absolutely. Wes O'Neill, we were talking about him. It's always nice, I'm sure, for a coach. He has already signed his college scholarship, and that's got to be a great feeling for a coach to know that somebody that he is involved with is going to take those talents elsewhere too.
Oh yeah, anytime these kids can go on elsewhere, it's great. And as far as for Wes, I mean, the kid works so hard. It's just it just shows what hard work can get you, and that's the big thing.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have got hard work. Who's helping you this year as far as baseball is concerned?
Kind of the same group. We've got Jeremy Denoya and Stoney Parks are back with me again. Chimus Lamarand is doing the JV with Aaron Belair, and then Jim Sharon and Corey Burkett are doing the freshman team. So kind of the same group, which is nice. It's always nice to be able to bring back the same group of guys, the same philosophies and everything else, and just gets easier as the years go on.
Is this your third year?
This is my third year.
Wow, it just seems like we got you the other day.
Yeah.
So much good luck to you this season, and congratulations, and we'll see you at the ball field.
All right.
Coach Burris, our baseball coach, with us on Coach's Corner.